to Walking in Shadow. I'm Jason. Thank you for joining me today on this Monday. As I said, from now on Mondays, we're gonna put out a new video. This one's new in the fact it's never actually been in film form, but I've certainly talked about it enough. It's the first of the 4 agreements: be impeccable with your word. Whole thing about the 4 agreements, they're written by Don Miguel Ruiz, he's a follower of the Toltec Mystery School. The idea of the agreements is that we all have a lot of agreements that create our reality. We all say that the grass is green, the sky is blue, money or fiat currency is real, it has some value, it's not just pieces of paper, it has value, that we all just agree what it all is. And they're very powerful and binding and reality altering. So in the same sense, there are 4 agreements that we can make in order to change our reality in a positive way. This especially appeals to me because I've always, I carry the warrior spirit, so just like it's important to be impeccable with your word, it's important that I follow through and give you all the stuff that I told you I'm going to do, and checking them off. Eventually we'll be done and we can do some new stuff. But I really just, way I roll, I need to do all the stuff that I said I was going to do. Impeccable with your word. The actual agreement speaks of, it says to speak with integrity, to say only what you mean, to avoid using the word to speak gossip about others or to do negative self-talk. You should just use the power of the word in the direction of truth and love. Now, all 4 of these agreements are tough stuff. I mean, they sound like, like an old Jim Carrey movie, Liar, Liar, or something where you have to tell the truth, no matter what. There is no consequence other than, just like in anything else, the attention you give to it and the attention you give to change and changing yourself and evolving, it's only for the best, for your best and for the best of everybody you know and around you. But let's take this piece by piece here. Speaking impeccably, the actual word impeccable is talking about being without sin, but sin is a broad term that everybody has a different concept of. Usually, in the Toltec sense, it means not being yourself. It means being fake. To a warrior, fake is fatal. It doesn't work. The word, to say the power of the word, your words, it's literally, that's what spelling is, spells. I'm spelling. I'm using these, that's agreement in itself, the alphabet, that we have all agreed that these were the letters or shapes are letters, and these letters form words. These words together form sentences, thoughts, ideas, all built on agreements that we all agree on. So that's why you should work on these with the same belief system. This will really apply to a lot of things as you go through your journey, where you might it's like a discipline. You believe in something as much as the sky is blue and oranges taste like oranges. It's just something that, I mean, without the conviction, what are you here for? You know what I mean? I assume you want to do some work for yourself, so this is a great way to do so. But the power of the word can be a weapon. You can certainly kill or maim or injure with words. And you can also heal and love and uplift people with words. It's all in the way that you use them. So they are very powerful. So number one would be don't lie. I know that's tough. Trust me. I mean, I understand little white lies or whatever you want to say, or, well, we have to lie because of this or that. I would just say maybe start small if you think you do lie a lot. And just pick little things, insignificant things. Why do I lie about insignificant things? Perhaps it's some kind of emotional response to your upbringing, or I don't know what. But it's just important to try to work on not lying. Sounds pretty simple, but I know it's not. There's so much of that going on. You just have to do your best, which is the fourth agreement, which we will get to here in about 4 weeks. Lying to another or to yourself, which a lot of these have a lot of levels, and I understand that everybody's situations are different, and so you may say, I can't do this because of this, or I can't do that because of that. When you're saying that, you are telling yourself, I can't do it. So you're already, you're already sort of cutting yourself off with the legs before you even start. So you can do it, using the words in a positive manner. Just like I told some people the other day, it was the Mystical Monday with Ash Mack and April Thomas. I was talking to them about negative self-talk. A thing that I use is whenever that judge voice comes out and starts to say terrible things to you about yourself, I name it. And I name it somebody who is just ridiculous to me. I know that a lot of people might wonder who that person is. Trust me, it's somebody who is just, the idea of that person ridiculing me is just stupid. So whenever I get those negative thoughts or feelings directed towards myself, I name it. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say who it is. Probably people who watch me, somebody probably knows who I'm talking about. I will say, I will say about this person that they have a almost supernatural or mutant power to destroy everything technological they come near. So hopefully that's enough of a hint for people. And even if you say it in the comments, I'm not gonna say if you were right or not, but it's so ludicrous and funny to me that voice saying, you're a loser, you can't make it, or whatever. I'm like, who are you? That's the attitude you need to have, where it's just the idea that those negative things are true and that they are valid. It's just stupid. It's ludicrous. So why not put it on a voice of somebody who you think that of, where you just be like, what? What do I don't care about your opinion. Good, because it's not you then. Somebody else's. It's out there. So hopefully that works for you and cuts down on negative self-talk, because it really is the killer of all champions, is the negative self-talk. And then when you realize that you can use that same, I mean, I would say most of you understand about negative self-talk and what it can do to you. So think about, I know, like, if you're not feeling the word affirmations, it's okay. Think about it as you're just using that same power, but you're just changing it's the same energy, you're just changing its vibration from something negative and pushing you down to something positive, lifting you up. It's your choice to do that, and you should do it every time. I'm saying it's easy. Hey, I'm human too, buddy. I suffer. I have all the crap too, so I understand. So what you should do, in my opinion, is that last part about the power of the word in the direction of truth and love. I don't know when I picked this up, just along the way, but it's important that when you do talk about yourself, or when you self-care is really important. I'm not trying to get off track, but I am just saying that it's very important. It goes along with that positive self-talk, but beyond that, I'm a 46-year-old man, and I just started regularly moisturizing like this year, and I'm so glad, because my skin and my legs look like crypt keeper or something. It was ridiculous, scaly and gross, and just a little bit of regular moisturizing, and hey, look, I don't itch, my legs don't look bad, because I gotta look at them a lot. Until these winter months, I pretty much only wear flip-flops all the time, and so I'm just exposed to the elements a lot, which gotta moisturize, especially towards the winter. You get all dry and itchy, But that was self-care. That's something I never would have considered to do before. Not for some ridiculous 50s reason, like, that ain't a manly thing to do. I don't mean like that. It never occurred to me, because I was always really evil to myself. I was always my worst enemy. So the last thing I was going to think about was something that might actually help me. But I started to take some of that energy, even in small increments, and start to move it over a little bit. It doesn't mean that I'm going to become Mr. Light with, Palo Santo coming out of my ears and nose or whatever, It's not going to be like that. But it is important that you just all of the times when you feel like, if somebody did you wrong or something. I mean, a lot of people have done me wrong, for sure. And the best thing I can do for them is, I really do wish them well. I mean, they already got the cards stacked against them, just being who they are. I mean, I'm pretty, I've got a good heart, and I tend to be a pretty good judge of character. And if I feel like, if you screwed me over or hurt me or something like that, I just don't waste any more time or energy on you. You just cease to be. I mean, you don't really. I know you still exist in the world. Just not my world. Because I don't have time for that, We can go anytime, you know. I'm sure we all know people who went way early. That could be us tomorrow or today. So, you know, you want to be doing the best job you can do. And, you know, that's why I do these videos. So, like I say, there's a lot of important information I feel needs to get out. And I don't have the time or the inclination to go hunt people down one at a time and tell them this is just so much more efficient. But anyway, I mean, I wasn't too bad for a tangent. It didn't have the real dragging on character of my usual tangent, so it's pretty good. It's pretty close, still in the same vein. So speaking with integrity and impeccability will help you in so many ways. It'll help you in business, it'll help you in school, it'll help you in any social setting, it'll help you by yourself. It's just, you know, just use your words carefully. You know, even if you like to talk, I'm not saying only say serious things, only, no, I mean, do whatever you want to do. I'm not the boss. Never. In any of my videos, I'm not the boss. The only thing I would say I would ever say, like, I'm the boss, is if you and I went out on a hunt for an entity and we were out in the woods and there were negative entities afoot, I'm probably the boss. But other than that, just in general, and me telling you stuff, it you know, do nothing I say. I mean, it's fine. It's just, I have to say it regardless. It's my quality. It's my impeccability, integrity in question, not to you or anyone else, but to myself, you know. I mean, if I'm not speaking my truth, then what's the point? You know, why even do this, right? So, I know it's tough, though, especially in the times that are going around. People got plenty of arguing and gnashing of teeth and all that. I mean, whatever side you feel like you want to be on, which hopefully you see the folly of that due to my last video with the duality model, the alchemist. But hey, it's okay again. But if you are going to pick sides and all that, I mean, spewing hateful vitriol at people does nothing except bring everybody's vibration down. So I'm not telling anybody what to believe or whose flag to fly or whatever, but I'll tell you, just don't get too crazy about how incredibly spiritual you are if all you do is spew vitriol on other people. It's not really a spiritual thing to do, more like a dragon thing to do. Burn, melt everybody with fire. I don't think any of you are dragon, not in real life. Maybe you are, I don't know. Nobody told me, so I just have to go off of what I've been told. No dragons, as far as I know. But anyway, so thank you all for your time. I think I'm done now. I'm going to prepare this video for production, and then there'll definitely be some more activities soon. The website's still being worked on, and just stay tuned, you know. It's gonna just keep on keeping on. Thank you so much for your time. Take it easy.